Hello, folks. It's 12:02 p.m., 14th day of the new year. Well, time flies, huh? Wish I was some intellectual. I'd say the Latin version of time flies. Tugis something? I don't know. Tempus? I'm not sure. Looks like some murder in here. Emga said 6. Tega corrected. We took one alive. Tega was sitting across the way from a sad survivor, holding out that big revolver of his in one hand, like he was planning on playing some Belgian roulette. Roulette. How do you spell roulette again? Velka, check. Part 3. Yeah, I just was... One show I remember, some futuristic video game, they said Russian roulette, they still had the game around, but they didn't no, but it was so far in the future they didn't know what Russia was. Yeah, I would like humans to be around that long. I mean, hopefully we won't get extinct before then. I want humans to be around for 1,000,000 years. Though I'm sure we'll evolve into something else before then if we last that long. I mean, nothing stays the same forever, you know? A lot of people would like things to stay forever the same way. And that's not really a bad impulse if it's something good. Of course, who decides what's good and what's bad? You gotta be subjective here. It's like there are people who would like to go back to the 1950s. Mostly, white people. The 50s weren't a good time for black people in this country. They were a fine time for white people, definitely. So, you know, there's that. But, let's see. Let's get back to the story, shall we? Tega seemed like the kind of man that would play Belgian roulette. Roulette. Just something to do late at night in some dark room, like playing a game of cards and other things gangsters did. I'm not sure if I said Velgan or Velkin is what the name for Russians are in this universe. So, you know, all these are like, they're not exactly like, they're just not like just Russians with a new name on them. There's some, I do alt history stuff with all of this stuff. Let's see, like playing a game of cards and other things gangsters did. Emga didn't really know. She was no expert on gangsters. And she had no idea. If any of the stuff gangsters did in the novel she read were real. They had to be somewhat based in reality because it felt true, so true to life. A gangster would tie up someone and threaten them to put their eye out with a hot poker. Tega wondered if... Not Tega, Emga. This is Emga's point of view. Emga wondered if Tega was the kind of man who could put someone's eye out the poker. Would he be insulted of her saying such a thing? Suggesting such a thing? Or would he get angry? Or both? I'm gonna suppose Tega sort out fact from fiction for her. I interrogate this fellow for us, girl librarian. Tega asked, and he's been pretty lucky so far. Not a scratch. Not a scratch. Moik says. My pinky finger on my left hand is hurting a little bit, and that's annoying. I remember in high school we were visited by this lady who had some kind of nerve disease where the tips of her fingers were totally numb. Unfortunate thing to have. I mean, you can imagine how difficult that makes everyday tasks. Exclaimed. I've been wounded. Emga didn't see it. All he pointed to is some bloody grazes about his neck. Where bullets came close to hitting him. Mike was the only Jade who entered the car who didn't get at least one bullet in him. He was definitely unhurt. He was definitely unhurt. Anyway, what's your damn name? Tega asked. Tega demanded of Moik. Moik says. Loot Moik says. Moik replied. Lieutenant. I can see why people abbreviate it to loot. Not sure what's the point of "enant" at the end. Lieutenant, in case you don't know, is the basic officer rank of pretty much every army, I'm pretty sure. Under them are the NCOs and the privates. NCO being sergeant rank. The highest rank, I guess, is General, Field Marshal. Lieutenant, Tega scoffed. Of what army? The Jade Underground Army. The Jade People's Liberation Army. Moik clarified. You're no soldier. Tega jeered. Just a goddamn killer. Mass murderer. You calling yourself a soldier is a disgrace. Did Moik get called? It mentioned his name earlier. I gotta check. A matter of opinion. Moik replied. Someday, my name might be subscribed to. Subscribed, is that the right word? Sorry, spelling errors make me sneeze. It could be confusing. Ascribed, like a scribe? But most people don't call people scribes these days. Someday, my name might be chiseled in on some great marble monument dedicated to the new heroes of the Jade Empire. Meanwhile, you'll be the dustbin of history. Dustbin. Damn it. Dustbin. I'm gonna suppose that those might have been biting words. F. Mike had said that with any degree of verbal confidence. He sounded like some little kid about to get beaten up. Where's Tagga earlier? Check. 6. Corrected. Being up by a bully. Making useless threats would only delay the inevitable. Emga's suddenly wondered if Tagga was some schoolyard bully in his youth. I don't know. Once a bully, always a bully? No. People can change, you know? And, you know, people who are bullies when they're kids, they might turn out to be nice people. And people who weren't bullies might grow up to be bad people. Or people who are bullied might grow up to be bad people. Some people get bullied by their own family members, and they end up becoming psychos, like Hitler and Stalin. If I was a gambler, I'd bet you were wrong. I'd bet against you ending up on any wall of fame. Tagga said. Chuckled. You guys are gonna be forgotten after this. Only your unfortunate victims still alive. Our unfortunate traumatized victims are going to remember you. Excuse me. Damn indigestion. Ooh, come on. Okay. Mike says, muttered submissively. Emga couldn't believe. Call her Emma. Keep checking to see if I called her Emma by accident. She probably is, like, the right kind of person to have a nice name like Emma. Sometimes people are named appropriately. Like, you see a guy who looks like Eddie. Yeah, he looks like an Eddie. Yeah, he looks like a Tommy. Yeah, he looks like a Kevin. That kind of stuff. Probably the same in foreign languages, foreign names. Like, yeah. I don't know much about foreign names. I can't think of any Japanese ones off the top of my head. Okay, I couldn't believe a fellow this submissive could be a terrorist. He didn't think to have the assertiveness to man a crosswalk. He would have been too much of a doormat to be a librarian like her. Well. So, fella, tell me what you were planning on, what you were doing coming to our dining car. Tega smiled toothily. For some reason I almost said that in an Irish accent. Tega does seem like an IRA type of guy. Someday I'm gonna do one on the IRA. I'm not sure how epic the story will be. Probably just a small part of a larger narrative. Like the IRA are trying to kill some of my characters from my World War II stories, like they did with Lord Montalban after World War II. He was a big figure in that war, and he got killed on his boat, blown to bits. And then when they found his body, he was like half boat. Like he had merged with his boat, all his flesh and wood. Ugh. Horrible to think so. The only thing you can do with a body like that is to cremate it, I think. Didn't you see the sign? The sign that there was, looked nervous. This sign that it was closed. You see a sign that said it was closed. The car was closed to the public. No, I saw no sign. Moik said nervously. The joke had clearly gone over his head. Idiot, what were you doing? Tega yelled. Gotta check Tegathon in this area. Moik gulped before replying. We were trying to track you down. Track you down. Like I said, I was tasked with tracking your location of your radio signal. Tega held up a handheld device, which almost looked like some kind of detonator. It had a directional. It had a compass-like thing. It's like component that was directed north at the moment toward where Cola was. Where Cola was at the entrance to the next car. Entrance to the car. It was clearly detecting Cola, not Cola. Cola's radio, which was still on. Well, you found us, huh? Tega asked. Tega jeered. Jeered and got up. Time for us to get on the move. Tega said. I looked and gonna interrogate him or not? Or not? Tega asked. Inga realized that she failed to reply to his earlier request. No, I'll watch him if you want. This said, replied sheepishly. I want to stay useful. Well, if I went full Norman Bates with these voices, like adopted a feminine voice, a masculine voice, no. Now point to it, it's always my voice at the bottom of it all. I'm not some vocalist like Tim Curry or somebody else who's very good with voices. Now, let's see. Want to stay useful. Right. There you go, replied. Everyone wants to feel useful. Well, even sheep shit like this fella. Like this fucker in front of me. Tega stood from his seat, grinning at Mike. Says, "Tell you what, fella. Do you want me to tie you up, or do you want to be beaten unconscious?" Tega asked. "What?" Mike gasped. "Yeah, you heard me," Tega replied. "You want me to get a whooping?" I'm pretty sure if I cracked your head open like an egg, you'd be asleep for the rest of this incident. Possibly the rest of your life. I'd prefer to be tied up. Or just held at gunpoint. Like this. Mike replied. What if I just threw you off the train? Right out the fucking window. Well, as we're getting to the end of this writing session, the language is getting foul. You might get an X rating. Tega asked. Please just tie me up. I'll help you find the ropes. Whatever you need. Moik replied. Tega didn't toss Moik off the train, or did I call it a plane? Talk about consistency. Half the scene he's on a plane, half the scene he's on a train. That'd be a good name, alternate name for a plane, a sky train. Even though planes are pretty different in nature, and it would get kind of confusing. Like, what would you call a fighter plane then? A fighter sky plane train? Aeroplane sounds best. They didn't toss Mike out of the train or crack his head open. Head open like an egg. Instead, tied him up and left him in a dining car, which was occupied by some of the guards from the earlier train. Tega left Mook in their capable hands. He then went to join Kola in their attack on the next train car, which was a kitchen car. What waits ahead, I wonder, Tega said warmly, rather merrily. Hopefully not our ends, Kola replied. Okay, folks, signing off here. See you later. Have a nice day.